Moby Dick, Chapter 1, Loomings. Call me Ishmael. Some years ago, never mind how long precisely, having little or no money in my purse and nothing particular to interest me on shore, I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. It is a way I have of driving off the spleen and regulating circulation. Whenever I find myself growing grim about the mouth, whenever it is a damp, drizzly November in my soul, whenever I find myself involuntarily pausing before coffin warehouses and bringing up the rear of every funeral I meet, and especially whenever my hypos get such an upper hand of me that it requires a strong moral principle to prevent me from deliberately stepping into the street and methodically knocking people's hats off, then I account it high time to get to sea as soon as I can. This is my substitute for pistol and ball. With a philosophical flourish, Cato throws himself upon his sword. I quietly take to the ship. There is nothing surprising in this. If they view it, almost all men, in their degree, at some time or other, cherish very nearly the same feelings towards the ocean with me. There now is your insular city of the Manhattoes, belted round by wharves, as Indian Isles by coral reefs. Commerce surrounds it with her surf. Right and left the streets take you waterward. Its extreme downtown is the Battery, where that noble mole is washed by waves and cooled by breezes, which a few hours previous were out of sight of land. Look at the crowds of water gazers there. Circumambulate the city of a dreamy Sabbath afternoon. Go from Corlear's Hook to Ponty's Slip, and from thence by Whitehall northward. What do you see? Posted like silent sentinels all around the town stand thousands upon thousands of mortal men fixed in ocean reveries, some leaning against the spile, some seated upon the pierheads, some looking over the bulwarks of ships from China, some high aloft in the rigging as if striving to get a still better seaward heat. But these are all landsmen, of weekdays pent up in glass and plaster, tied to counters, nailed to benches, clinched to desks. How then is this? Are the green fields gone? What do they here? But look, here come more crowds, pacing straight for the water, and seemingly bound for a dive. Strange. Nothing will content them but the extremest limit of the land. Loitering in the shady lee of yonder warehouses will not suffice. No, they must get just as nigh the water as they possibly can without falling in. And there they stand, miles of them, beads. Inlanders all. They come from lanes and alleys, streets and avenues, north, east, south, and west. Yet here they all unite. Tell me, does the magnetic virtue of the needles and compasses of all those ships attract them thither? Once more, say you are in the country in some high land of lakes. Take almost any path you please, and 10 to 1 it carries you down in a dale and leaves you there by a pool in the stream. There is magic in it. Let the most absent-minded of men be plunged in his deepest reveries. Stand that man on his legs, set his feet a-going, and he will infallibly lead you to water, if water there be in all that region. Should you ever be athirst in the great American desert, try this experiment, if your caravan happen to be supplied with a metaphysical professor. Yes, as everyone knows, meditation and water are wedded forever. But here is the artist. He desires to paint you the dreamiest, shadiest, quietest, most enchanting bit of romantic landscape in all the valley of Asako. What is the chief element he employs? There stand his trees, each with a hollow trunk, as if a hermit and a crucifix were within. And here sleeps his meadow, and there sleep his cattle, and up from yonder cottage goes a sleepy smoke. Deep into the distant woodland,
9/11 is a conspiracy. George Bush against the American population. You know this? You understand this? The Gangg Ooc, we're smarter than the government. We see past their lies. We know more than they do. They're liars. They're lying to the American population. You all fall for it. You all fell for it. The Gangg Ooc didn't. You failures. You're a failure of the populace. You need to listen to the Gangg Ooc and realize that 9/11 was a conspiracy made up by the government with the moon landing and all the things. It's stupid. Make sure you listen. The Gangg Ooc are the only people who are woke enough to understand this. You know, I'm gonna pass it on to my good pal, my good buddy Yada. He knows more than all of you about 9/11, the conspiracy that the government makes. Come on, buddy. Get better. You assholes. Yeah!
Hey, chill. Rest in peace to all the victims of 9/11. I have no relation to the incident that happened on that day. Chill. I didn't do anything wrong. I have a lot of money, and a lot of riches. The Gangg Ooc, just popular with the bitches. Chill. Swag. Hold on, let me turn on my FIFA 21 match. Chill. I feel like Rick and Morty, but I'm not. I'm Yada. Now I'm handed over to my bestie.
Yo, the crack epidemic was a thing that happened in the 1980s. This thing is just as bad as people not listening to the Gangg Ooc album releasing on September 11th. If you don't do this, I will literally fucking murder you. Please do this. Thanks. You're inactive.
Hello, I am Banana. I am a piano. Big fan of the place Atlanta and Indiana. In September 2nd of 2005, Kanye West reveals that President George W. Bush does not care for the new Gangg Ooc album dropping very soon. I am a rapper, not a flapper. I love rapping, words that rhyme with rapping. I am tapping on this keyboard. I am napping. This verse is quite entrapping.
I shot JFK, I shot President Garfield, and I shot John Lennon. And on this day, September 11th, I am going to drive this plane into the Gangg Ooc headquarters and delay their newest album.
We live in exciting times. Coming back at you with a new beat. Yo, HIV spreads primarily along gay men and other couples. It's very dangerous and it's very sad. The Gangg Ooc's new album being delayed. It's going to release on 9/11. It's going to be heat. Fire. Liar, pants on fire. They said HIV was bad. They tell me that the Gangg Ooc's bad. They're actually good, but I really wish they weren't delayed. That makes me sad. Yo, it's time for the beat switch. Ayo. HIV's bad. I love the Gangg Ooc, but if it got delayed, I would cry and it would be very sad. Super hot fire, super hot rhymes. The Gangg Ooc, that's what I like. Gaming with the homies, listening to the gang. I'm gaming with the gang, and you know it's my name. Yo. My name's Doc Stranding, back at it again, you know I'm from, Landing. Ayo, shout out to Tux. I get lots of bucks, free money, yo. HIV is really bad, I'm really glad that it's gone, but I'm not glad that the Gangg Ooc's album got delayed. I love the Gangg Ooc, but not more than I love my family. Just kidding. The Gangg Ooc comes above all. Shout out to Tux. Shout out to Richard Nixon. Shout out to my huge amount of dollar bucks as well. Ayo.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
I must put the interests of America first. I shall resign the presidency effective at noon tomorrow. I have always tried to do what was best for the nation. Vice President Bush will be sworn in as president at that hour in this office.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
As president, I must put the interests of America first. I have never been a quitter in all the decisions I have made in my public life.
Yo, Pierre, you wanna come out here?
My fellow Americans, on the day after Labor Day or one of the other traditional starting dates, my fellow Americans, I say there shall be the greatest progress in human rights since the days of Lincoln 100 years ago. My fellow Americans, my fellow Americans, my fellow Americans, our water, our minerals, our power, water, minerals, power, freedom. But Mr. Nixon, don't our opponents say they're just such goals? And my answer is yes, of course. My fellow Americans, all Americans, regardless of party, want a better life for our people. What's the difference then? My fellow Americans, 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 what's the difference then?
I hate Joker mains, all of y'all mash. I hate Joker mains, Joker mains are bad. Mashing all the time in your shitty Wi-Fi. That's why you go 1 and 2 offline. I can read your minds and they operate in hives. No, you do not look like Joker from Persona 5. Down guns were nerfed, now that's my kinda W. Joker main on quick play, that's why I'm one and doneing you. I'm in the place with a smile on my face till I see the Joker main, then my smile is erased. Good lord, why do y'all smell like ass? Rebels Guard at disadvantage won't help you with that. You walked in the venue smelling poopy and you knew it. The only good thing about Mementos is the music. God dang, Persona weebs are gonna get slain. God dang, they'll take an L just like the Billy gang. God dang, edge guard your effing ledge hang. God dang, 2-frame when you get arsane. God dang, Joker mains. There's gonna be mains. Joker mains are bad. I hate Joker mains. All of y'all mash. I hate Joker mains. Joker mains are bad. Mashing all the time in your shitty Wi-Fi. That's why you go 1 and 2 offline. I can't read your minds and they operate in hives. No, you do not look like Joker from Persona 5.
I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside and go to hop up in the fan, I know I'm about to blow, I ain't dumb. They try to take my floor, I take their ass for ransom. I know that I'm gone, they see me blowing up, now they say they want some. I got 2 twin glocks, turn me to a dancer. I see 2 twin eyes, leave them on the bed. I got 2 thick thighs, wanna lick the kite.
This is nitric acid, and it's one of the few acids that can react with copper. But oddly enough, it doesn't work well when the acid's pure. This is because of something called passivation, where a layer of oxidized copper forms and it covers the surface and protects the rest of the copper. To get it going, I have to add some water, which will dissolve the protective layer and let the acid attack it. This more dilute acid can completely shred the copper, and all the metal should eventually disappear.
Winds a mazy way, reaching to overlapping spurs of mountains bathed in their hillside blue. But though the picture lies thus tranced, and though this pine tree shakes down its sighs like leaves upon the shepherd's head, yet all were vain unless the shepherd's eye were fixed upon the magic screen before him. Though this prairie June, when for scores on scores of miles you wade knee-deep among tiger lilies, what is the one charm wanting? Water. There is not a drop of water there. Were Niagara but a cataract of sand, would you travel your 1,000 miles to see it? Why did the poor poet of Tennessee, upon suddenly receiving 2 handfuls of silver, deliberate whether to buy him a coat, which he sadly needed, or invest the money in a pedestrian trip to Rockaway Beach? Why is almost every robust, healthy boy with a robust, healthy soul in him at some time or other crazy to go to sea? Why, upon your first voyage as a passenger, did you yourself feel such a mystical vibration when first told that you and your ship were now out of sight of land? Why did the old Persians hold the sea holy? Why did the Greeks give it a separate deity and own brother of Jove? Surely all of this is not without meaning. And still deeper the meaning of that story of Narcissus, who, because he could not grasp the tormenting mild image he saw in the fountain, plunged into it and was drowned. But that same image we ourselves see in all rivers and oceans. It is the image of the ungraspable phantom of life, and this is the key to it all. Now, when I say I am in the habit of going to sea whenever I begin to grow hazy about the eyes and begin to be overconscious of my lungs, I do not mean to have it inferred that I ever go to sea as a passenger. For to go as a passenger, you must needs have a purse, and a purse is but a rag unless you have something in it. Besides, passengers get seasick, grow quarrelsome, don't sleep at nights, do not enjoy themselves much as a general thing. No, I never go as a passenger, nor, though I am something of a salt, do I ever go to sea as a commodore or a captain or a cook. I abandon the glory and distinction of such offices to those who like them. For my part, I abominate all honorable, respectable toils, trials, and tribulations of every kind whatever. It is quite as much as I can do to take care of myself without taking care of ships, barks, brigs, schooners, and what not. And as for going as cook, though I confess there is considerable glory in that, a cook being a sort of officer on shipboard, yet somehow I never fancied broiling fowls, though once broiled, judiciously buttered, and judgmatically salted and peppered, there is no one who will speak more respectfully, not to say reverently, of a broiled fowl than I will. It is out of the idolatrous dotings of the old Egyptians upon broiled ibis and roasted river horse that you see the mummies of those creatures in their huge bakehouses, the pyramids. No, when I go to sea, I go as a simple sailor, right before the mast, plumb down into the forecastle, aloft there to the royal masthead. True, they rather order me about some, and make me jump from spar to spar like a grasshopper in a May meadow. And at first, this sort of thing is unpleasant. It touches one's sense of honor, particularly if you come of an old established family in the land, the Van Rensselaers or Randolphs or Hardigans. And more than all, if just previous to putting your hand into the tar pot, you have been lording it as a country schoolmaster, making the tallest boys stand in awe of you. The transition is a keen one, I assure you, from a schoolmaster to a sailor, and requires a strong decoction of Seneca and the Stoics to enable you to grin and bear it. But even this wears off in time. What of it if some old hunks of a sea captain orders me to...
Rick and Morty, 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 Rick yeah, Ricky Morty. Walked in the club, it is me and my shorty. Gripping on my tool, yeah, I'm gripping on my 40. Shooting with that 3, yeah, you know I'm very sporty. Falling like a sport, dunking on the court. Got this badass bitch, yeah, she going to New York. Dropping off the top on a brand new Porsche. Brand new Porsche, yeah, the roof got divorced. Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Rick and Morty, Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Ricky Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick and Morty, Rick Ross, CEO, I'm trying to check on the boss. Get the bitch about the coupe, she ain't wanna tell me off. Little hoe won't stop crying, I ain't take her to the vault. Rick Owens, might be rolling. I just walked in with a 40 and it might be stolen. And I ain't facing for the gram, bitch, I'm rich for real. Could've told a Soulja boy, but I been had a deal. Rick and Morty, 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 yeah.
What's this knob do?
This DJ's so funky, man.
Infectious.
Holy crap, what the hell happened?
Oh, yeah.
That guy sucked.
Mom, is Brian gonna be okay?
I don't know, Meg, but this is the best veterinarian in Cohon. Brian's getting the finest care there is.
You had to share the ambulance with a chicken.
Aren't you supposed to be running around?
Don't talk to me. You have a bad reputation.
Doctor, how is Brian? Is he gonna be okay?
I'm so sorry, Mrs. Griffin, but Brian's injuries are just too severe for us to save him. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
DJ's so funky,
Yeah.
man.
So easy.
Yeah.
Spin it again.
This DJ's so funky, man.
Oh my God! Brian, no!
I can't believe it.
You guys, I think Brian's trying to say something.
This DJ's so funky, man.
I'm sorry. He's gone.
Oh my God. I'm afraid that Brian is dead.
This DJ's so funky, man.
Hey y'all, Scott here. Hey y'all, Scott here. Hey y'all, Scott here. Hey y'all, Scott here. Hey y'all.
Bazinga. Bazinga.
Like the rest of them.
Like the rest of them.
Hey, Tuck's on the beat. Hey, I walk into a strip club. Dropping Fortnite, get the dub. Feeling real horny, I get on the hub. Something dick, it's a stub. Seeing the haters talk shit. Waldschmidt. Mess kit, curb bit, armpit. That shit. Your mom is a pedophile. When I come over, she makes me wait a while to have sex. I love the video game Gex. Drinking tap water at Jerry Garcia's house. Playing Fortnite, get the dub with my mouse. Call me Soup, I am on the subway. The most overrated Kanye West song is called Runaway. Sample Kendrick Lamar. This joke is really funny. Yowo uses Twitter light mode. The deepness of this track makes you have to decode. And then put in
Never even done cocaine.
Get a broom and sweep down the decks. What does that indignity amount to? Wade, I mean, in these scales of the New Testament.
Trying to take it from
Do you think the Archangel Gabriel thinks anything less of me because I promptly and respectfully obey that old hunks in that particular instance? Who ain't a slave? Tell me that.
It's Moby and it's Bussin. It's Moby and Tim. Brain pop, dripped out, cause I got my Tims. Ice in my shins, ice in my veins. My least favorite mode of transportation is trains. Use your brains, feel the king's reign. My dick's in pain, my dick got paid. My house got swatted, we got a raid. Me and my gang, we do a drug trade. You should get waves, you should get a fade.
As a sailor because they make a point of paying me for my trouble, whereas they never pay passengers a single penny.
Nobody bussin' like Moby, shooting like Kobe, dripping like Toby. Ain't nobody do it like Charles Gas Money.
The act of paying is perhaps the most
Nobody bussin' like Moby, shooting like Kobe, dripping like Toby. Ain't nobody do it like Charles Gas Money.
activity with which a man receives money is really marvelous, considering that we so earnestly believe money to be the root of all earthly ills, and that on no account can a moneyed man enter heaven. Ah, how cheerfully we consign ourselves.
One bad bitch, she do what I say so. Two big 40s and a big ass Draco. 3 more brains when you ask how my day go. Put up a phone, not a blueberry flago. One false move and we straight to the short shit. 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. 3 more hoes, pull up fucking shit, that's how it goes. Big bands, I'm coming straight. One bad bitch, she do what I say so. 2 big 40s and a big ass Draco. 3 more brains when you ask how my day go. Put up a phone, not a blueberry flago. One false move and we straight to the short shit. 2 small bands just to take you out real quick. 3 more hoes, pull up fucking shit, that's how it goes. Big bands, I'm coming straight.
Now take it into my head to go on a whaling voyage. This the invisible police officer of the fates, who has the constant surveillance of me and secretly dogs me and influences me in some unaccountable way, he can better answer.
Went to the gas station and got a candy bar. Asked the cashier, "Is it bussin'?" He stared at me, dead in my eyes, then told me that's a glue stick. My number one kin from Rick and Morty is Rick, so I told him to go suck a dick. Man, that should make me tick. Can't believe that I fell for his cheap trick.
Whaling voyage by one Ishmael. Bloody battle in Afghanistan. Though I cannot tell why it was exactly that those stage managers, the fates, put me down for this shabby.
My house got swatted, we got a raid. Me and my gang, we do a drug trade. She get waves, you should get a fade. Nobody bustin' like Moby, shooting like Kobe, dripping like Toby. Ain't nobody do it like Charles Gas Money. Nobody bussin' like Moby, shooting like Kobe, dripping like Toby. Ain't nobody do it like Charles Gas Money. This one go out to all the future Clout gangsters, to all the Johnsons in our past. May you rest in peace, trying to fight off those liberals, trying to take away our rights, to burn tires. I
Then the
believe
wild and distant seas where he
in the
rolled
gang of
his
the future.
island bulk, the undeliverable, the nameless
dank weed
perils
slap
of the whale,
memes.
these with all the attending
For the
marvels of 1,000 Patagonian
Godspeed.
sights and sounds helped sway me to my wish. With other men, perhaps, such things would not have been inducements, but as for me, I am tormented with an everlasting itch for things remote. I love to sail forbidden seas and land on barbarous coasts. Not ignoring what is good, I am quick to perceive a horror.
Brothers, black gangsters, brothers, black gangsters, brothers, black gangsters, brothers, black gangsters, brothers, brothers. Fuck Clout, you right.
and could still be social with it, would they let me, since it is but well to be on friendly terms with all the inmates of the place one lodges in. By reason of these things, then, the whaling voyage was welcome. The great floodgates of the wonder world swung open, and into the wild conceits that swayed me to my purpose, two and two there floated into my inmost soul endless processions of the whale, and midmost of them all, one grand hooded phantom, like a snow hill in the air. Chapter 2. The Carpet Bag. I stuffed a shirt or two into my old carpet bag, tucked it under my arm, and started for Cape Horn in the Pacific. Quitting the good city of Old Manhattan, I duly arrived in New Bedford. It was a Saturday night in December. Much was I disappointed on learning that the little packet for Nantucket had already sailed, and that no way of reaching that place would offer till the following Monday. As most candidates for the pains and penalties of whaling stop at this same New Bedford, thence to embark on their voyage, it may as well be related that I, for one, had no idea of so doing. For my mind was made up to sail in no other than a Nantucket craft, because there was a fine, boisterous something about everything connected with that famous old island, which amazingly pleased me. Besides, though New Bedford has of late been gradually monopolizing the business of whaling, and though in this matter poor old Nantucket is now much behind her, yet Nantucket was her great original, the Tyre of this Carthage, the place where the first dead American whale was stranded. Where else but from Nantucket did those aboriginal whalemen, the Red Men, first sally out in canoes to give chase to the Leviathan? And where but from Nantucket, too, did that first adventurous little sloop put forth, partly laden with imported cobblestones, so goes the story, to throw at the whales, in order to discover when they were nigh enough to risk a harpoon from the bowsprit. Now, having a night, a day, and still another night following before me in New Bedford, ere I could embark for my destined port, it became a matter of concernment where I was to eat and sleep meanwhile. It was a very dubious-looking, nay, a very dark and dismal night, bitingly cold and cheerless. I knew no one in the place. With anxious grapnels, I had sounded my pocket and only brought up a few pieces of silver. So, wherever you go, Ishmael, said I to myself, as I stood in the middle of a dreary street shouldering my bag, and comparing the gloom toward the north with the darkness towards the south, wherever in your wisdom you may conclude to lodge for the night, my dear Ishmael, be sure to inquire the price, and don't be too particular. With halting steps, I paced the streets and passed the sign of the Crossed Harpoons, but it looked too expensive and jolly there. Further on, from the bright red windows of the Swordfish Inn, there came such fervent rays that it seemed to have melted the packed snow and ice before the house, for everywhere else the congealed frost lay 10 inches thick in a hard asphaltic pavement. Rather weary for me when I struck my foot against the flinty projections, because from hard, remorseless service the soles of my boots were in a most miserable plight. Too expensive and jolly, again, thought I, pausing one moment to watch the broad glare in the street and hear the sounds of glasses. But go on, said I, not smoking here. Get away from the door, past boots and stopping way. So on I went. I now, by instinct, followed the street and quickly walked it, for there, doubtless, that's a dreary street. Walking back to my house, and here and there a camp, like stands moving about in the scenery. At this hour of the night, the last day of the week, that quarter of the town seemed all the but presently I came to a smoking hut, receiving a low, wide gate.
Do it, Pyra!
This is the power of the Aegis.
Yeah. The Gangg Ooc, we're who asked. All the other rappers' raps are trash. When I'm on the beat, I get the cash. When I play Bailey, I am playing Smash. Lady, he is so fire. Kadrega, Rock, Jacko, Relacco, Trash Can of Soup, April, Goblin Hum, Dr. Junior, Vernacular. I'm just reading my Spotify friend activity. Today is September 3rd. Closed by Blady. This album is gonna be popular with all the ladies. 49 seconds. That's the time. This is a real rhyme. Oh, yeah, yeah. Start end of selection. Yeah. Roblox music. Robloxia's last stand. Doc stranding. Doc standing. Fire. Rapping. Fapping. Laughing. Japping and crapping. Ice Dancer. Young Lean. What else do I have on my Spotify? MF Doom. The Vegan Tape 4 by Vegan Bussin. I hate Joker mains. I fell down the stairs, no cap. Kelpie G 2020 divorce papers NIMB. Stop simping. A song about my balls. Watch your mans. 11 p.m. More by Vegan Bassoon. It's just the same album again. Damn, that's really lame, man. Damn, that's really lame, man. Kanye West. He's a rapper, but he's not like us real rappers, like the Gangg Ooc. When you hear us, you want to go pee. Oh my God, G. You're not real in the rap game. I get all the fame while you get all of the lame, kid. Damn. People blast our shit on speakers while you just get blasted on with my gun. This rap is really fun. Certified Lover Boy by Drake. This song is just the icing on the cake. Oh, damn. I play with a camera, cam. Oh, god damn. I love Wendy's, the album We Beefin'. That's a real fire mixtape like this beat, and also on this album by the Gangg Ooc. Damn. Yada, Rock, Anchorite. Also Glitch Ray, You Dot a Trap Banger, but this isn't a Yada Trap Banger because it's 4 tracks smashed together, if you understand what I'm saying. Monkey Spinning Original, .mp3. I love Roblox, I love to go pee. Oh, damn. PP. Oh, Killer Cam, man.
Falcon mains. Falcon mains suck. Falcon mains are cringe. They play kinda bad. Spamming up smash when you're at kill percent. They spam burst options because they can't approach. Fuck your bitch. Call that a burst option. They can't combo apart from up air knee. I really need to pee. A B on the shields. They think they're smart. They just really like smelling fart. Hop off for 2-hit combos like it's swag, but it's really kind of a drag. Falcon punch kinda cool. No, it's really not actually. Stomp knee kind of lame. If Car Seat Headrest played Smash, he'd say, Falcon mains make me wanna puke, cause they suck and they're gross. The only cool Falcon mains are Fatality and Nixie. Every other Falcon main is bad. I hate Falcon mains. Especially quick play ones, cause they're all stupid. I almost said slur. Please don't cancel me, even though I can reclaim it. But I just don't want to say it because I'm not like Falcon mains. Falcon mains probably say the N-word and the F-word and every slur on a daily basis because their character is homophobic and racist and ableist. Did I mention that I fucking hate Falcon mains? Probably all like sweaty neck beards. Yeah. Dumbass character. And I don't know. Yeah, fuck Falcon mains. Like, he was even worse in Smash 4, but in Ultimate he's kind of annoying too, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Falcon mains all are bad at the game, so like, it's not like it's that hard of a win. But yeah, I hate Falcon mains. Falcon mains are bad. And they also fuck my dad.
Honestly, I could take on 12 bees in a fight, but not 13. I may not have the power of flight, but in a fight between me and I be the one with the victory. Epic Fortnite dubski. I would not flee, I would not call a taxi. I be drinking all of that bitch's honey. I cannot take more than 13 bees, eating tacos with no brown beans, cranking 90s, or playing Fortnite. Did you see that clip? That shit was tight. I've been hitting this kind of stuff all night. 2 AM I gotta turn on a light. Almost took fall damage from a tall height. That shit gave me a fright. Ooh, taking kills left, center, and right. Still have my tacos out of that I took a bite. I know we're gonna be alright. Saw fire ignite, cause when there's fire, there's smoke, and we keep it woke. 6'9", 420. Give me your money, I'm drinking honey. I may not have the power of flight, but in a fight between me and I be the one with the victory. Epic Fortnite dubski. I would not flee, I would not call a taxi. I be drinking all of that bitch's honey. I may not have the power of flight, but in a fight between me and I be the one with the victory. Epic Fortnite dubski. I would not flee, I would not call a taxi. I be drinking all of that bitch's honey.
There's only 12 bees left, bees buzzing in all I do with death fighting 12 bees in a parking lot. Thought damn, these bees are everything but soft. I was fucking them up, not one to take me. That's what I thought, now I got cancer in my pancreas. Didn't know bees could do that now, but I ain't sure that's gonna make me cry. Told them Charles gas money, watch out for those bees. They'll catch you off guard, give you cancer in your knees. You left and told me to stay where I was in the hole for bees. Stopping their buzz, watched them reappear out of the trees. In his right hand was 12 dead bees.
Anime thighs when she opened up so wide, I got a twinkle in my eye. Asian pussy is so tight, I just really wanna pipe. Oh my gosh, she got the big ass titties, she's only 5. Anime thighs when she opened up so wide, I got a twinkle in my eye. Asian pussy is so tight. I just really wanna pipe. Oh my gosh, she got them big ass titties, she's only 5. Hey, bitch, I'm about to fuck this cutie, so I whip out my katana and I knock this little bitch out with just one hit like I'm Saitama. Why you act like you retarded? Like, little bitch, I don't want drama. I still hit when she says no, don't understand when she don't wanna. A sword fighting with my penis like I'm in a fucking dojo. All these bitches want me like my name was fucking JoJo. Asian penis is too tiny like it was a no-show. Bitch, don't watch your coochie, watch anime with the bros though.
You bitches already know. It's the yowo freestyle. I'm going at it balls deep. Balls deep.
Double V.
I haven't even listened to this whole beat before. I'm just going with it. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar. You know that I get no bitches. I have infinite riches. I came up with that line before, but cut that out because of a whore. I have an amiibo. It's sitting on my desk. I rap the best. I have the rest of them in my closet. In my closet I hoard things because I have whore things. I'm looking around my room for things to rap about. If I knew what I'd rap about, then I'd be a trout. Miranda Cosgrove, she should be in jail, but I would pay her bail. Yeah, I am fucking mentally disabled. Wearing a jacket. Tennis racket. PS2. Colored blue. I'm drinking a soda because you know I am a boda. You ask, what is a boda? I don't even know ya. I made it rhyme cause I'm the best. Everyone is a fucking pest. Yeah. Locked in the state penitentiary for tax fraud. Free my boy Chris Brown. Everyone knows you're a clown. Ooh, yes, daddy. Your cock makes me happy. Yeah. 5 Nights at Freddy's. You ain't even ready. My neighbor Totoro. Don't go messing with my Kokoro. That shit was fire. Holy fucking shit. I'm such a good freestyle rapper.
The door of which stood invitingly open. It had a careless look, as if it were meant for the uses of the public, so entering, the first thing I did was to stumble over an ash box in the porch. Ha! Thought I. Ha! As the flying particles almost choked me. Are these ashes from that destroyed city, Gomorrah? But the crossed harpoons and the swordfish? This, then, must needs be the sign of the trap. However, I picked myself up, and hearing a loud voice within, pushed on and opened a second interior door. It seemed a great black parliament sitting in tofu. 100 black faces turned round in their rows to peer, and beyond, a black angel of doom was beating a book in the pulpit. It was a Negro church, and the preacher's text was about the blackness of darkness, and the weeping and wailing and teeth gnashing. Ha, Ishmael, muttered I, backing out. Wretched entertainment at the sign of the trap. Moving on, I at last came to a dim sort of light, not far from the docks, and heard a forlorn creaking in the air, and, looking up, saw a swinging sign over the door with a white painting on it, faintly representing a tall, straight jet of misty spray, and these words underneath: "The Spouter Inn, Peter Coffin." Coffin? Spouter? Rather ominous in that particular connection, thought I. But it is a common name in Nantucket, they say, and I suppose this Peter here is an emigrant from there. As the light looked so dim, and the place for the time looked quiet enough, and the dilapidated little wooden house itself looked as if it might have been carted here from the ruins of some burnt district, and as the swinging sign had a poverty-stricken sort of creak to it, I thought that here was the very spot for cheap lodgings and the best of pea coffee. It was a queer sort of place, a gable-ended old house, one side palsied, as it were, and leaning over sadly. It stood on a sharp, bleak corner, where that tempestuous wind, Euroclydon, kept up a worse howling than ever it did about poor Paul's tossed craft. Euroclydon, nevertheless, is a mighty pleasant zephyr to anyone indoors, with his feet on the hob, quietly toasting for bed. In judging of that tempestuous wind called Euroclydon, says an old writer, of whose works I possess the only copy extant, it maketh a marvelous difference whether thou lookest out at it from a glass window where the frost is all on the outside, or whether thou observest it from that sashless window where the frost is on both sides, and of which the white death is the only glacier. True enough, thought I, as this passage occurred to my mind. Old black-letter, thou reasonest well. Yes, these eyes are windows, and this body of mine is the house. What a pity they didn't stop up the chinks and the crannies, though, and thrust in a little lint here and there. But it's too late to make any improvements now. The universe is finished, the copestone is on, and the chips were carted off 1,000,000 years ago. Poor Lazarus there, chattering his teeth against the curbstone for his pillow, and shaking off his tatters with his shiverings. He might plug up both ears with rags and put a corn cob in his mouth, and yet that would not keep out the tempestuous Euroclydon. Euroclydon, says old Dives in his red silken wrapper. He had a replica nowadays. Pooh, what a fine frosty night. How Orion glitters, what northern lights. Let them talk of their oriental summer climes of everlasting conservatories. Give me the privilege of making my own summer with my own coals. But what thinks Lazarus? Can he warm his blue hands by holding them up to the grand northern lights? Would not Lazarus rather be in Sumatra than here? Would he not far rather lay him down lengthwise along the line of the equator? Yeah, ye gods, go down to the fiery pit itself in order to keep out his frost? Now that Lazarus should lie stranded there on the curbstone before the door of Dives, this is more wonderful than that an iceberg should be moored to one of the Moluccas. Yet Dives himself, he too lives like a czar in an ice palace made of frozen sighs, and being president of a temperance society, he only drinks the tepid tears of orphans. But no more of this blubbering now. We are going a-whaling, and there is plenty of that yet to come. Let us scrape the ice from our frosted feet, and see what sort of a place this spouter may be.